back to Katie's Favorite Recipes. Today I'm going to be showing you all how to make a super simple baked ziti recipe. This recipe is super easy. It's perfect for a weeknight or anytime. I think you guys are really going to like this. It fed my family of 4, plus it made us leftovers for the next night, which we really liked. So for this, I did 2 pounds of hamburger meat in it. You can do hamburger, you can do sausage, you can do a hamburger sausage mixture, or you don't even have to put meat in it. Also, I did 2 jars of marinara sauce, a box of ziti noodles. I did provolone cheese, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, whole milk ricotta cheese, 1 egg, and then I did salt, pepper, and minced garlic. So really that's it. I'll put all the measurements down in the description, but that's just a rundown of them. But I think you all are going to love this, so let's get into it. So here I am starting off chopping my onion, and I'm going to tell y'all everything I used while I chop it. But I do put it all in the description, so you can check down there to see it typed out. But I did 2 pounds of hamburger. I did 1 small onion, 3 teaspoons of minced garlic, 1 egg, 2 jars of marinara sauce, 1 box of ziti noodles, 1.5 teaspoons of salt. You can do 1 to 2 teaspoons depending on how much you like. Half a cup of Parmesan cheese. I did about 8 slices of provolone, 1 bag of mozzarella, and 1 cup of whole milk ricotta cheese. So we're going to start our water and let it be heating up for our ziti noodles while we're cooking our hamburger and our onions together. And then I'm going to go through and season with onion powder, garlic powder, and then I also did Montreal steak. So I did that, and then after I seasoned all that I'm just going to stir this up and just let it cook. And once it gets brown and finished, we are going to strain that and set it to the side. And around this time, your water should be boiling, so I'm going to put in my ziti noodles and let those cook. And while those are cooking, I'm going to start on my marinara sauce. So I'm going to do olive oil in a pan, the same one I did my hamburger in, and then 3 teaspoons minced garlic. And once that garlic gets fragrant, I'm going to throw my marinara sauce in there, and then I'm going to add my salt to this. I did about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Really, I don't think 2 teaspoons would have been too salty, but I just did 1.5. And then the pepper, I just did that to eye. So we're just going to do that and let it heat up. And you have to be careful because it's going to bubble and splash everywhere if you don't watch. It'll burn you. It'll ruin your clothes. It's going to make a big mess. I learned that the hard way. So anyways, once we do that. And here I did throw in some onion powder as well. But we're just going to mix all that up and let it get hot and bubbly. And you can add your hamburger meat back to it now. I forgot to record that part, but here I am doing the ricotta mixture. So a cup of ricotta cheese, whole milk, half a cup of Parmesan, and then 1 egg. If you wanted to, you could add Italian seasoning to this. That would probably be good. I wish I had have thought of that, but I didn't do that. I think that would have added some nice flavor. So anyways, we're just going to mix this up really well. And once we finish doing that, we are going to go over to our casserole dish. I'm going to put some oil down in the bottom of our casserole dish. I did olive oil, but really it doesn't matter. I didn't measure it. So anyways, I'm just going to pour that in there until it's enough to coat the bottom of the dish. So I'm going to go in and just spread this around really well to make sure the whole bottom is coated. That way none of my noodles will stick. That way, you don't have to worry about that. But if you wanted to do some cooking spray, you could probably do that instead. So I've got my noodles divided, and I'm going to put first half down in there. And then we're going to start layering everything. So we're going to do our sauce and meat mixture, and we're going to make sure the noodles are covered really well with that. We're going to spread it around and make sure that everything has been coated well, because that's going to be soaked up in the noodle and give it a lot of flavor. So once I finish doing that, we're going to start layering our cheese layers. So I'm going to do the ricotta mixture, and I'm just going to dollop that on there randomly and then spread it out evenly is how I did that. So we're just going to take half of it and put it on there. And then we're going to save the other half for the other layer. And then once we do that and get that all spread out, I'm going to next do my provolone cheese layer. With the provolone cheese, I mean, it is optional. You could just do mozzarella and Parmesan if you wanted. The provolone can make it a little stringy and hard to eat for kids. So you might want to tear it up into chunks or just not use so much. But I wished I had have tore mine up into smaller chunks. But, I mean, it was really not bad. It was fine. So we're going to go with our mozzarella over the top, and I'm just sprinkling this to eye how much I want to do. And then once I do that, we're going to do our next layer. So we're going to take the other half of our noodles and put that down. And then we're going to use the rest of our marinara sauce meat mixture. And we're going to coat everything really well with that. And we're going to spread that out evenly over top of all of the noodles. And then after we do that, we're going to start into our cheese mixture again. So the ricotta, the egg, and the Parmesan that we mixed up. We're going to do the rest of that on top of this. And then we're going to go in with more provolone slices. And once we do that and spread everything out, we're just going to go into our preheated oven that we have been preheating at 375, and we're just going to pop this in the oven and bake it for like 30 minutes once it's all finished. But really you can tell by how it's bubbling on how it's done. It could be a little sooner or a little longer depending on your oven. But I did not cover this and I didn't have a problem. Imagine if you did cover it, the cheese would probably stick to whatever you covered it with, so you would have to figure out, how to do that. But this all cooked really nicely. It was super good. My kids love this recipe. And it makes leftovers, which we love. So we can eat on it for, a couple days. But I'm just going to finish up sprinkling my mozzarella, and I'm going to go into eye with Parmesan cheese on the top. All of this is bagged. I didn't get fresh. And I think that it was just fine like this. So anyways, that's what it looks like when it's all finished and done. And then now that it's baked, it's good, hot, bubbly, and ready to eat. So I think you all will love this. So make sure to like and subscribe for more. I'm going to be having some more stuff coming out soon. But thanks for watching, and I hope y'all enjoy. Bye.